of factoring with x's. All right, so then you would, if you're doing it the way that was explained in the video, you would do grouping for the first two, take out a y. Grouping for the second two, take out a -15. Those always better match the y minus 3 and then the second y minus 3. If they don't match, you did something wrong. Then I'm taking the y minus 3 out, and what's left is the y minus 15. So that's it. That's what you got, Fidel?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Any questions on that one?
Yes, I have a question.
Mhm.
I know, if I'm not mistaken, I was told that even like I have the same answer, but I have it backwards, but I know both of them still equals the same thing. But with that being said, do I need to bring down what's in parentheses first? Because I keep saying like, you know, how did you get like y minus 3 first?
So what I did was, here, let's say you had y squared minus 3y like we had a second ago. You are factoring out the greatest common factor. So typically we factor that to the front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we could factor it to the back. It wouldn't be wrong. It's just traditionally we pull that y to the front, right?
Right.
Okay, this is the exact same thing. So in this problem, this first term here has a y minus 3. The second term here has a y minus 3. So I'm GCF factoring out the y minus 3 to the front, just like I factored out this y here. Same thing.
Okay.
They both have a y minus 3, just like they both have a y on this other problem. You factor it out. So I typically just put it in the front because that's just traditionally how we do factoring, grouping, not grouping, GCF. But you could factor it to the back. Like this problem here, I could have done y minus 3 times y, technically. It's technically still right.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. All right, any other questions before we go to 77? All right, okay, let's have someone else from that group then. Alondra or Charmaine or Sage for 77.
I did it, but like, does it matter which one like has the variable? Because you know how like in 69 we did 45 and we were trying to check like which ones those add up to -18, but in the 77 like 12 doesn't have a variable. I used 12 to find like which one add up to -11. So like it doesn't matter which one has a variable.
It has to be in standard form is what we call it. So standard form means the x squared variables first, the regular x is second, and then the constant with no variable is third. So a lot of students like to rewrite it so that they don't get confused. It has to be in standard form, or you have to take your ABC from what it would be in standard form.
Okay. So so I kind of did it right? Because I looked up like I did like the 12 and then which one adds up to -11, which was -1 and 12.
And then did you break up the middle term or did you just fill it in?
I just filled it in.
Okay, I'll break it up just because that's how we did it in the video. And then look, x minus 1 is in both terms. So I'm going to GCF factor out x minus 1. And then I'm left with x plus 12. Is that what you got, Alondra?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any questions on that one? Okay, let's go to the next one. I'll switch the book. Which one has the, this one's the book. Okay. So we are doing, we said 83 first. Ooh, yay, double variables. Here we go. Let's do double variables. So 83, let's see, group 2. Did any of y'all try this one out? Jerry, Jonathan, Kayla, Vanessa?
Yeah, We were
That's the one
trying
we
that.
haven't.
Yeah, but we couldn't figure it out.
Okay. Anyone from, let's see, let's go backwards this time. Room 5, did any of you get it? Diana, Fernanda, Jade, Joshua? Did anybody get it? No?
Yeah, we were stuck.
Yes, I did, teacher.
Okay. You got it?
Yes.
Did you use the X method though, or did you use another
Yes,
method?
I did the AC method.
Okay, so what'd you put in your X?
For my x, I put minus 24b squared plus 5a plus a squared. It's like I changed, it's the same thing. Then for the AC method, I put x times, no, a times c, which is minus 24b squared times a squared. It's going to be minus 24a squared b squared in the top.
What did you multiply together to get the 24 again?
Okay, I multiplied 8ab times minus 3ab.
Okay, so 8 and negative 3. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
because I
Then you
need to
still
find
split up
5a.
the middle term, right?
Yes. Then my grouping is like minus. Okay, the groups is I put the minus out,
Okay.
and then it's going to be 8b plus a times minus 3b plus a.
You took, okay. Oh, you took
That
a
equals a squared.
3b.
Because when we are going to multiply, I will get the first equation I have in the beginning.
Okay. So it's still gonna work. I mean, we still can group. So just don't get scared because there's an AB, right? It still works. It's the same exact thing. We split the middle term into the two things, the 8 and the negative 3. And then we just did GCF and they match inside. So that's good. Like the other one we did. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds right. Let me read it out loud though, so you can check what you have. So I have A plus 8B times A minus 33B, sorry, 3B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same process, y'all. It just looked scarier because there was 2 letters, 2 variables, but it's the same thing. Any questions on that one?
To me, the reason I'm not gonna say it's what made it look scary was the extra variable. It was how it's x to the second plus bxy plus cy to the second. It was the c to the cy to the second, because when I was looking at it, I thought I had to combine ab and negative 24b to the second, if that makes sense. Because I was like, since it's 2 to the second, I was like, I'm just looking at the other problem, but the other problem didn't have a second on C.
Okay. Does it make more sense now?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Was there a
All right.
GCF?
Yeah, I took out, well, not a GCF for the entire thing, but I took out some pieces here. I mean, I took out an A from the first 2, right? Same as what we did earlier. I took out an A here and I took out a negative 3B here. It's the same process as the first 2 we did. It's just now there's 2 variables. Any other questions on that? Because I'm not going to do 85. I'm going to have you all go back and do it since it's the same. If y'all didn't get 83, you didn't get 85, right? So I'm going to send you back and have you start on 85. So any questions before you go back? I want to make sure you understand it.
In the X format, you would put your C term on the top and your B term on the bottom.
A times B goes on top and B goes on the bottom. Now, these first few we've done, the A has been 1. So 1 times C is just C, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why on these it's just been C here and B here, but really it's A, C. It's just we've had our A's as 1 in these first beginning problems. But I think once we get to 111, that changes. Number 111. 111. All right, okay, I'll send y'all back. Try 85 since it's the same as the one I just went over with Kanya. All right, let's go back.
That can't be right.
Yeah, because there's only two choices and they both don't work, right? 1 in 14 doesn't work and 2 in 7 doesn't work. So it's
So,
prime.
okay, so when we cannot find, we just say prime.
Yep.
I
As
do not-
long as you've checked all the things, don't like, sometimes people check only a couple numbers and then they're like, oh, it's prime, and then they miss what it is. But we've checked all the choices. This is it. These are the only two things that multiply to 14, two pairs.
And I was sitting right here taking forever.
Do we just put prime or do we also put non-factorable or just prime?
I'm cool with prime. What do you prefer?
Not
Yeah,
possible to.
That's like saying the same word, basically. Like there's synonyms. If it's prime, it's not factorable other than one in itself.
Okay, see, I need to probably rewatch the video because I don't recall that. But okay.
Pro tip: we're not gonna put a bunch of primes on your test. Maybe like one of them. Maybe like
Yeah.
don't go like putting prime on every single problem on your test because you're not gonna get a whole lot of points on that one.
Yeah.
Not a good strategy.
Because we want to test that you know how to factor. So if none of them require factoring, you're probably doing something wrong.
Okay, okay. So well, with that being said, technically I didn't know that it wasn't that it was a prime. So do y'all still want us to show all our work then say prime?
Yeah, usually you show why an answer is what it is. So you would show your X and you'd show the things you tried and then you'd write prime. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now we have A's. So let's see. Room 5, Diana, Fernanda, Jade, Joshua. Anybody for 111?
Sorry, could you repeat that real quick?
Diana, Fernanda, Jade, Joshua. We're looking at 111.
Oh, I can do this one.
Okay.
Actually, this was the one that I finished.
Okay.
Okay, so it said using the AC method. I wasn't exactly sure. Okay, the X, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
That's what I did. So
Okay.
so A times C is just 1, or sorry, 5 times 4, which is 20. I was looking at a different problem. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's 20, and then the bottom is 21 because that's B. So then the two factors that go into 20 or multiply to 20 and add to 21 are 20 and 1.
Okay.
And then
Uh-oh, I don't know where it went. Come back. Okay. I must have accidentally hit clear.
so then after that, I set up, I did that. Set up the problem, and then I like boxed around 5n squared plus 20n, and then n plus 4.
Okay.
So 5n squared plus 20n, you can take out n, or you could take out 5n because you can divide it more. Or
Okay.
you can just take out n, because if you took out 5n, then you're just going to get n plus 4.
You have to take out 5n. You want to take out GCF means greatest, all the stuff you could take out.
Okay, so take out 5n, then you get n plus 4.
Okay.
And the other one is just n plus 4. So I guess there would be 1 for the.
Yep. So this is something I talked to somebody else about today. If this bothers you that there's no number there, just put a 1 so that when you write your answer, you remember to put the 1. It's not required, but it helps. Okay. And then what?
It'd be 5n plus 1 in parentheses and then n plus 4 in parentheses, right?
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
But me, I found like 5n plus 20, then n plus 1.
No, that's, you got to take out, no, that doesn't work. Something's not right there. 5n plus 20 and n plus 1 doesn't work.
What's the answer you said, teacher, please?
Wait, are we looking at the right one? Yeah, we are. Okay, 5n plus 1 and n plus 4.
5n plus 1 and n plus 4. Yes, it's just, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, you got the same thing. Anyone
you.
else have questions? Fidel, are you good? Yeah, okay. All right, 113. Let's see, let's go back to group 1. Alondra, Charmaine, Fidel, Sage, any of you want to help me with 113?
That's the one I was doing right now. But I got stuck on it, so I wasn't able to do it.
Okay, well, how'd you start it? Fidel, did you do it? How do you start it? Sage? Charmaine? Come on, y'all.
Yeah, you would times 4 times 15. That would give you 60. So then you would have to find the what adds up to negative 16.
Okay, did you find anything that worked?
I was just doing that problem right now, but I could do it right now.
Anybody have any ideas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We need to find the factors of 60, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, factors of 60.
Do you want us to list them all out or the one that equals to that one?
I don't have to list them all. I'm just looking for the one that works. If you see it quicker, then just use the one that works.
It's a negative 10.
Negative 10 and
-6.
Negative 10, negative 6.
cool. Yep, those multiply to 60, positive 60, and add to negative 16.
Yes.
So let's break up our middle term.
Okay. Plus 15.
And then what can we factor from the first one? First pair.
2k.
2 and k. Yeah, 2k. You'll be left with 2k, and that would be 5.
Okay, what can we factor from the second pair?
3.
Minus 3.
3.
Okay, so that gives us, again, 2k minus 5. They have to match.
Yeah.
If they don't match, you did something wrong.
2k minus 3 with 2k minus 5.
All right, I'm going to shut my window because they're very loud. Sorry, weather's so nice today. I wanted the windows open, but there's people out there mowing and
Same.
such. All right. Okay, any questions on this one before we go to 115?
The answer, teacher, is 2k minus 3, 2k minus 3, minus 5, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's go to 115. Let's go to room 2 again. Jerry, Jonathan, Kayla, Vanessa.
115.
I got stuck to where I was finding what multiplied and what added to -21 and B.
Okay, so what goes on top of our x? Let's start there.
90, negative 90.
Okay. And the bottom, what goes on the bottom of our x?
Wait, which one are we doing? Oh, 115.
Looks like
Sorry.
1.
1, yeah. So
Right.
for me, my first instinct when I see 90 is what times what? What's your first instinct?
A negative 90, but negative make it positive.
Yeah, what's your first thoughts of two things that multiply together for 90? I usually think of the easiest one first.
25 and 2.
10, 9.
45 and 2, 3 and 30.
1 and 90.
1 and 90, that one work? Or that one's an option? Yeah, I heard 1 and 90. I heard 2 and 45. I heard 3 and 30. I don't think any of those are giving us a 1 though.
I think the best option, teacher, is 10, 10, 9, because 10 minus 10 plus 9, it's no. Oh, 10 minus 9, it's going to give 1.
Yeah, well, when I see 90, I think 10. That looks easy. 9 times 10. That's easy one. And then 9 times 10, you know, that'll give us that 1. Which one has to be positive? Which one has to be negative? Group 2. So we're using the 9 and the 10 because that's going to give us a 1, we think.
The 9 is negative.
The 9 is negative. All right. Cool. Now we break up that middle term and then keep on doing our grouping. Y'all are going to be grouping pros by the end of this. All right, group 2, what can I take out of the first 2?
2 and a Y.
2 and a Y. 3Y plus 5, I think, is left. Okay, what about the second 2?
A 3. A -3.
-3, okay. 3Y plus 5. Awesome, they match, that's good. So then?
Your answer is 2Y minus 3.
Okay.
In parentheses. And then next to that in parentheses is 3Y plus 5.
Yep, there you go. Cool. Any questions? No? All right, let's do some more. Let's keep on practicing. So since y'all didn't finish 117, I'll keep that one on the list.
Wait.
Okay, let's work on these. Any other questions before we go back to groups? All right, well, let's go. I hope y'all are chatting in your groups and supporting each other. Get help. Fidel, Jade, should be going to groups. Jade, come back, Jade. Oh, I guess Jade's gone. You're still recording.